Hello there. I am so excited and honored that you're spending this time together with me. And what's super exciting about this series is that I have no idea about what our download is going to be here today as to what is most needed in this moment for myself and for you and for the group of people that are attracted to this video. So as I tune in and check into my guides, I'm going to do 3 deep breaths, and you can breathe along with me because deep breaths are always a great thing. Let's take a big breath in and let it go. Another big breath in and let it go. Another big breath in and let it go. Ooh, I love this one. So good. Trust your guidance. So myself in this moment and those that are attracted to this video, it is the offering of my guides that we remember how essential it is to trust our guidance. So there's so much in our life that is habitual in our programming that we just trust all the time. You know, we go through certain ways and we have automatic, unconscious behavior and ways that we live our life that we are just so comfortable with, right? It's a new wave in our world right now for us to practice consistently trusting our guidance. Now, one of the greatest ways that we get really good at this is understanding, loving, and appreciating the ego, right? Because the ego is the part of us that is most likely going to, amid some other parts of us as well, of course, but it's probably the part of us that might kick up the most when we say, okay, this is my guidance, I'm moving forward and trusting it. And it can be the ego that comes and goes, well, not right now, we don't have time. You're too tired, let's not do that. You know, no, I don't know, we don't have money for that, and let's just not do that right now, right? That's a little version of an ego voice. I don't know what yours sounds like. And so when we start to understand, right, like that which comes in the form of resistance of our ego, we can see it, we can love it, we can appreciate it, right? And we can say, thank you so much for giving me your 2 cents. And I understand that you have some resistance around this, but this is my guidance. And right now what I'm going to do is I'm practicing trusting my guidance. That's why I'm here. That's why we showed up. We showed up amongst many different reasons, but my guides keep saying over and over, we showed up to have a whole bunch of challenge, to have a whole bunch of ways in which we're pushed and pulled and really gone off track. And we came here amidst all of this challenge and adversity here on planet Earth to get really good at knowing again. We knew and then we forgot. And now we're getting really good at knowing again, what is our guidance? What is the feeling that we get when it is so clear to us? My guides are saying what's really important is to trust our guidance as much as we trust a sneeze, meaning that when we're sneezing, we're just sneezing. We're not sitting there going, oh, was that a burp or was that, a puke? No, it's like, that was a sneeze. That was my sensory programming telling me the physical response of me existing that was a sneeze. That was my experience. And so if we give ourselves permission to take our guidance in as a feeling sensation that it is, and really start again and again, over and over, exploring, well, if I follow that dance move, if I follow that rhythm in my world, it feels a certain way that our guidance is downloaded to us. If I follow that and I trust that, what happens? Right? We all know, and we all know, and we're in the process of really knowing, of integrating in a wider, broader sense of that trust, which is so integrated, where without a shadow of a doubt, any second we get it, we trust it and we follow it. And so this message today is specifically for those moments when we're at war with parts of ourselves that are saying, well, should I really, I don't, and we say, no, this is the way it feels in my reality, that I receive the guidance, and this is the way it feels for me to follow it. And I'm going to practice that muscle. That's what I'm going to do here. I mean, I have people say to me, you know, like someone said to me recently, oh, like that must be so nice to just have like non-stop physical downloads, non-physical downloads, you know, just people guiding you. And yeah, I mean, it's totally awesome. It's amazing. But I want to say too, like anybody, everybody, that's most likely why you're attracted to this video, is just to have a little reminder here that we all have a non-stop, constant communication with the world of non-physical, and the world in which we're getting all these messages, all these nudges, all of these indications of what it is that we need to remember and how we need to remember it. And so the only thing I've just been fascinated with is flexing that muscle and just over again and again and again exploring what does it feel like to move in that direction of trusting that, following that, being led by that, speaking those words as they come down. And the way that I've just been so dedicated to it is that it seems to help people. That when I speak a certain way and when I follow certain indications, it seems to help people. So that's been a big motivator for me to keep going on my path. But I'm saying this because I want to say that that road and that journey is not always necessarily an easy one of figuring out in our reality what is our guidance, what is our ego, what is our fear, what is all that other stuff that's in there. And the only way that we get better and better and better at it is practicing, exploring the different and the contrast of all of that, and exploring what is it like when I follow that indication. And just like a dancer, we practice that move again and again and again. And over time, we become more and more confident in knowing that that's the feeling and experience of my guidance, and that's something else. And that indication and that clarification gets so much easier when you bring in that love and that gentleness around it all. Okay, 3 ways in which my guides are saying that we can explore trusting our guidance. Number 1 is trusting and knowing that you know what it is. That when you get a sign, that when you get an indication, that it is as simple as sneezing, that it is as simple as just saying, that's what it is. And watching when the mind starts kicking in, or the ego, or all these other components of our world, and you just say, oh, maybe that was my programming, or maybe this was something else. But this is my guidance because I know it's my guidance. And just, if it's hard to kind of embrace that, you can say, what would my life look like if I was somebody who trusted my guidance more? And then you put on that energy and it becomes a bit more easy. Number 2 is going back and listing out, either in your mind or when you're working out and you're kind of going through things, or on your commute to work and you want to record on your phone, just a list of ways in which when you have trusted your guidance, you got what you wanted, right? Because the parts of us that are going to have war with us following it are the parts that are going, well, I don't know, right? There's kind of a lot of really great arguments sometimes as to why it's not such a good idea, right, to follow the guidance right now. Maybe tomorrow, maybe another, you know, but right now it's not so good. And so when we have facts and we say, well, actually, there was a time in which I was 14 years old and I knew not to get into that car and I didn't get into that car and now I'm alive. Right? You go back to those facts and you list them out, and just for yourself, you become more aware. And that's the facts you can kind of bring to, let's say, the courtroom in that debate to give you more courage, confidence, and knowing that, wait a minute, no, I know what I'm doing. I've known what I'm doing before, and when I've trusted this and moved forward in this way, it's supported me. Number 3 is that when you do trust your guidance, you give yourself a treat. And you positively train and reinforce yourself. Yes, 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 yes. I'm potty training my son right now, and man, is that powerful. I can just see it. You know how exciting it is that when he does his poop on the potty, man, do we do a dance. We do a straight up dance for a good 2 to 3, 5 minutes of just dancing and celebrating and acknowledging how awesome it is that he's doing that. So we can kind of forget that, right, as we get older. But we need that. We need that encouragement. We need that affirmation. We need that enforcement that, yes, this is working. This is right. Let me have a dance. So in whatever way you dance, in whatever way you celebrate or affirm yourself, step number 3, my guides are saying, is to remember, to affirm, to celebrate, and to acknowledge the victory that it is when you do follow your guidance. I am so thankful that you joined me today, us today, and I am offering a special right now, which is 40% off my normal rate for private. So please contact me to get the specific rates on that and more details. And subscribe and pass this along on all your social media platforms, please, because the more that we get this message out there, this reminding and remembering for us to trust our inner guidance, we get a better world. We really do. And in closing, I just really want to thank you, because I am very aware of all the ways that we are pulled in our world. And the fact that you have come this far in our video, sharing this time together, is not only in support of me and, you know, my my goals and dreams, but it's in support of yours, and it's in support of your friends and families, because when you act as an example of somebody who trusts their inner guidance, it's the most powerful way in which you can support your children, your spouses, your friends at work, your family members, your community, and your world. So I am so thankful that you have taken this time to spend together with us, and I am excited for more. Bye-bye.